Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Nicole, and if you're returning, thank you so much for tuning in today. Today I really wanted to share with you guys 3 healthy habits that have changed my life. No, I am not clickbaiting you with this title. This is completely legit. All 3 things have honest to God changed my life in my health and fitness journey, and I really wanted to share them with you today. So let's get into it. So the first healthy habit that I want to kind of get out of the way, because it's probably going to be a little bit of a downer for some people and they might not agree with it, but I'm going to tell you my perspective and comment down below what you think. So the first healthy habit is that I do not consume alcohol. Now, in the beginning of 2019, I gave myself like a 30-day challenge to see if I could just not consume alcohol at all. 30 days turned into about 90 days, and then I remember like at the end of March, I'm pretty sure it was when I had my first alcoholic beverage of 2019, and I literally just had one. I think I was at lunch with my parents and kind of ultimately decided from there that I probably wasn't going to drink that much in the future, and haven't pretty much since. So drinking has always been a really big part of my social life, probably since high school. You know, I've been drinking since like age 15, which is pretty young. In Canada, where I live in Canada, the age restriction for drinking is 19. I was kind of part of that group in high school. I guess you could call us like the preppy kids. I hate using that, but that is pretty much how people probably would describe us. That we would drink pretty much every weekend, and it would be like at someone's house, like a house party, drinking like coolers or like beer. I guess some people were drinking liquor, but like I never did really until probably like grade 12. And you know, we never did like drugs or anything, but we just like to drink and have a good time. And that was pretty much every weekend in high school. And then when I went to university and college, it was pretty much the same thing, especially university. It was almost like every other day we were drinking. It was insane. So my body kind of just got used to drinking, right? Yeah, that's all I can really say about that. I really wanted to challenge myself and to see if I could just kind of go out without alcohol, and not much surprise, obviously we can. You can go out without drinking and still have a good time. And you can still be a good time. You don't have to be like the drab one that's not drinking, that's the DD or whatever, right? You can still be fun and you get to be yourself. I think that's one of my favorite things, is that drinking had always made me kind of feel really self-conscious and really low in myself. And that was another reason why I didn't really want to drink anymore, because in 2018, I experienced like a lot of bad times when I was drinking, and I won't get into that just because it's pretty personal, but I kind of ultimately decided I don't want to feel bad about myself anymore. And if drinking contributes to that, then I don't want to do it. So I'm not saying it's for everybody, and I know tons of people that are in the health and fitness community that go out and drink and have a grand time. You know, there are alternatives to drinking. There are, of course, healthy alternatives when you're drinking. You know, you can have vodka soda, tequila instead of beer, or coolers. You know, obviously we have lots of options, but for me, I've decided that that's just what makes me feel good. That means I can go out with my friends, not drink, but wake up the next morning, you know, doing my regular routine, feeling good, smashing out a workout, and not feeling guilty and self-conscious or ashamed about whatever I did the night before or how much I drank, right? That's a really big thing that has changed my life. And like I said, it's not necessary or vital if you're trying to lead a healthy life. But I really do think that if you're working on like self-esteem problems, or you know, maybe you do want to lose a couple pounds, if you're a drinker and you drink once a week, maybe eliminate it for like 2 weeks and see how you feel. You never know what could happen in 2 weeks, right? So I give myself a month, but you can give yourself 2 weeks, a week, whatever kind of works for you. And if you're a healthy person who loves to drink, I'd love to know what your favorite drink is, because whenever I go out now and I do want to drink, I never really know what to order. So Let me know in the comments below what you love to drink. I'd love to know. And the second healthy habit, as I drink my water, is hydration, hydration, hydration. It's really hard to say it 3 times fast. Obviously, we know water is insanely important. We hear all the time, you know, you need 8 cups a day, or you need to drink, you know, 2 liters a day, or whatever it is. Like every article out there on dieting or fitness obviously tells you how important water is to the body, to recovery, and all that stuff. We know that, but how many of us actually drink enough water in a day? I know for me, I was probably drinking, like up until a few months ago, I was probably drinking maybe like 1 or 2 bottles of water a day, and that really was for my workouts. So I wasn't like really drinking that much water throughout the day. It was more like I was chugging back water before, during, and after my workouts. So it was really just for when I was working out. It wasn't like I was like drinking water all day and hydrating my body. I didn't really understand the importance of it. I just knew that to work out, I really needed to drink water, because obviously that was just going to keep hydrating my body. And because I kept hearing about how important water is and how good it actually made me feel when I was drinking it, I decided like, okay, I'm going to really buckle down and try to drink at least a liter a day, which you really should be drinking 2 to 3. But I was like, okay, what's a more manageable goal? And a liter probably is. And a liter is about 4 of those like plastic water bottles. Obviously, if you can like try to avoid plastic, like save the turtles, like that would be great. But obviously, like some people don't have reusable water bottles. A liter would be about 4 of those water bottles, because each one is about 500 milliliters. I drink out of my reusable water bottle. This is from David's Tea. It was gifted to me by Healthy is Hot when we did our meetup in the summertime. This is 500 milliliters. So I try to drink at least 4 of these in a day. And that would just be like while I'm at work. So from like 8:30 to 4:30, I'm trying to get in at least 4 bottles of those. And then I'll go work out, usually after work, and have another bottle. And then at dinner, I'll try to have another one. So that's about 2.5 liters a day. That's like my goal. It's really, really hard, especially when I come home. I find it's really difficult for me to remember to keep drinking water. Probably just because like I'm mindlessly watching TV, or I'm, you know, editing a video, or I'm just doing something else, right? So I just don't have a water bottle on hand. Whereas when I'm at work, it's literally like sitting in front of me at my desk. So it's just like I'm staring at it all day. I know that I need to drink it. And we have a really great like filter system at work. So I love the water there. So I just continually keep going back. And yeah, water is just really great for you. It's really great for your skin. It makes your body feel good and nourished, and I can't stress how important water is. I know it's really hard to get into your diet because it's really bland, and some people just don't like water. Have you ever heard someone say, I just don't like water? And you're like, what the heck? But it's so true, because it just feels like a chore that you're doing. It's like you're forcing yourself to like it, and you really don't like it. So if you're somebody who thinks water is just like completely bland and you just can't see yourself drinking it by itself, try adding lemon. One of my favorite things to do. If you're the type of person who thinks water is really bland, I would try adding a lemon, or your favorite type of fruit. Cucumbers are really great too. And they just add something, right? It just doesn't taste like you're just drinking water. You're kind of tricking your mind a little bit, if I'm being honest, but you know, but water is really important. And if you're gonna take anything away from this video, is to go and drink a glass of water. Just do it now. Let's just take a second to drink some water. Let's just take a second. Sorry, I know I'm weird. And the final healthy habit that has changed my life is learning to say no. And this is a really, really big one, and something that probably a lot of people struggle with, and I've always struggled with saying no, especially when I was in high school. I hated telling people no. I hated telling people, no, I can't hang out, or no, I'm busy, or I just didn't like it. It was just something that I truly dreaded. And I think that's just because in high school I had friends that would actually make me feel really guilty for saying no. Not necessarily like outright, but they would kind of just like make little comments about the fact that I was always busy or that I never wanted to hang out, whatever it was. But the truth is that I just liked being by myself. And I still do. I didn't really realize that I'm a huge introvert until like after high school. So kind of wish I knew that back then, so I could just kind of explain to my friends, like, it's not you. Like, it's not that I don't want to hang out with you. It's that I kind of just need my me time, and that's just it. So now that I'm a little bit older, I find that saying no has become a little bit easier because I'm just busy, and it's just natural to be busy. You know, all of my friends that are my age are busy. You know, we have lives, we have jobs and social lives and boyfriends and families, right? So it's pretty much the same. It's pretty much the same for all of my friends. So a lot of the friends that I have now are super understanding, but that's not the case for everybody. Still people out there that make their friends feel guilty because they're doing something for themselves. You know, for example, like, I really like working out, and that's one of my top priorities, and I don't like to make plans with people during the week because I have a set gym routine that I don't really like breaking, because I just like routine. That's just who I am. I like to be busy, and I like to just have a consistent routine. That's just me being completely honest. So if people ask me to hang out on like a Tuesday, even a Friday night, I'm probably going to say no. But I used to kind of go, oh, like, I'm really sorry, like, you know, maybe next week we can hang out, or, you know, maybe the following day, and like try to squeeze them into my schedule. And it was just like, that's just not attainable, and that's just not fair to the person that you're trying to make plans with, and it's not fair to yourself because you're rushing around your day, which I absolutely hate. Rushing stuff is like my pet peeve. I hate it. Like, I like to just have it all planned out and go, okay, this is what we're doing now, this is what we're doing in like a couple hours. That's just how I am. So my friends know that, and my friends are pretty much the same. And learning to say yes is another big part of it as well. But sometimes things come up that may seem scary, or that you're kind of like, oh, I don't know if I should do that. Those are the things that you probably should be doing. From experience, that's probably just like a huge piece of advice, is what I would tell people, is that if that little voice in your head is kind of going, I don't really know if I can do that, or I'm not really sure if that's something that I'm capable of doing, those are usually the things that you want to do. You're just a little too afraid to say yes. So my biggest tip when that happens is to literally just say yes and send it, whatever it is, whether it's like a new studio that you want to try, or maybe it's like a new activity that your friends want you to try it. Like, saying yes is just as important as saying no, and saying yes to things that sometimes scare you honestly change your life and are probably some of the best moments. If starting this YouTube channel has taught me anything, it's just do things that scare you, because starting this channel scared me is like my favorite thing ever. Like, it's like, it is like the pinnacle of my week. I love filming, I love editing, so just do things, just put yourself out there and just try. I'm not saying do something crazy every week, but, you know, maybe try to challenge yourself once a month, or, you know, try to do a new class, or try to do like a new workout class once a month, or, you know, bring your girlfriends together and try, you know, a new restaurant, or, you know, just something fun that's maybe just out of your comfort zone a little bit, but you really want to do. And honestly, you will thank yourself. You really, really will. And yeah. Alright, so there you go. Those are my 3 healthy habits. Thank you so much for watching, and I want to know what your healthy habits are. What are some things that have changed your life in regards to health and fitness? I want to know. Let me know in the comment section below. If you have any tips and tricks for our viewers, kindly share. We're one big family here, so I'd love to know some tips and advice from you. If you like this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe below because I upload a new video every Sunday. And I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next time. I love you so much. Bye!